This video will unveil my top 5 NFL picks for Week 13. I'm Professor MJ, a university statistics professor with a French accent. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to it if you wish to get all of my sports betting tips. We had a third straight positive week by going 4-2 against the spread in Week 12. We have been on fire lately with a very nice 10-5-2 ATS record since Week 10, which coincides with the moment I got my new puppy, Cooper. He has definitely brought us some good luck. So let's keep rolling, guys. Here are my predictions for this week. My top pick this week is rated 4 stars. It goes to the Cleveland Browns plus 6 points at the Tennessee Titans. I've said it a few times this year and I'll say it again. In my opinion, the Titans are a good team to bet as underdogs, but they are a good team to fade as favorites. As a matter of fact, they have beaten the spread just 2 times the last 7 games they were established as favorites. My main concern about this game is Cleveland's pass defense. They were already without Greedy Williams, and now their other starting cornerback Denzel Ward seems on the wrong side of questionable for Sunday. That could open up the field for A.J. Brown. But other than that, I like the Browns here. To me, the spread is way too high. Cleveland should be fine running the ball against Tennessee, whose defense has been average. Meanwhile, the Browns are fairly strong defending the run, and they are welcoming back stud defensive end Myles Garrett this weekend. Yes! The revenge factor comes into play as well. I'm sure Baker Mayfield and company remember last year's season opener, a game in which Cleveland got hammered 43-13 at home against Tennessee. Mayfield threw 3 interceptions in that game, but that won't happen this time. For these reasons, I'm backing Cleveland as 6-point underdogs as my top play in Week 13. With the second pick, I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers plus 1 against the Buffalo Bills. San Francisco's defense is quickly getting back to form. After undergoing a rash of injuries, they have gotten some players back, which has shown on the field. Last week, they bottled up a good Rams offense and allowed just 14 first downs. Buffalo QB Josh Allen usually makes a mix of great and bad plays. I expect him to make a few mistakes that will cost his team this Monday. He's also missing wide receiver John Brown. The offense is good, but not as great when Brown is out of the lineup. I have spoken a few times this year about how researchers have found that peak athletic performance occurs during the late afternoon or early evening. For this reason, a West Coast team gets an advantage when playing a night game against a team from the East Coast. Each team's record on Monday Night Football is at opposite ends. Buffalo is 0-3-1 against the spread versus 13-3 for the Niners. San Francisco holds an impressive 7-3 ATS record at home when facing a team with a winning record. The key to this game will be San Francisco's running game, who should be able to exploit a weak Buffalo run defense, who ranks 27th in the league in terms of yards allowed per carry. With Raheem Mostert back from an injury, I believe he will run wild and cause headaches to the Bills. Oh, pay attention! because it's time to announce the winner of last week's underdog contest. The biggest upset was the 49ers in LA, and we had 3 people picking them and the Titans as their 2 selections: Joe Valdez, John Jeffers, and Bernard Coleman. I did a random draw, and the winner of the $50 prize is John Jeffers. Please contact me via email at professormj@hotmail.com to redeem your prize. My third pick is rated 3 stars. It goes to the LA Rams, minus 2.5 points at the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray's throwing shoulder is hurt. He did not look as sharp as usual last week in New England. Coincidence or not, he ran for a season low 5 times, both of the last 2 weeks. I suspect he does not want to take more hits to lower the risk of aggravating his injury. After a hot start, the Cards are definitely stumbling. They have won just 1 of their last 4 matchups, and the lone win should have been a loss, if not for a miracle Hail Mary pass on the last play of the game against the Bills. Jared Goff tends to struggle when he feels pressure, otherwise he is super efficient. I expect him to have a clean pocket this Sunday, given Arizona's pass rush was not that great. Los Angeles has rebounded with a win after each of their 3 losses in 2020. Also note that the Rams have beaten the spread the last 5 times they made a trip to Arizona. Another reason for taking the Rams in this contest is the mismatch on defense. Los Angeles defense has been great, both against the run and the pass. As for Arizona, they have a middle-of-the-pack defense. The fourth pick is rated 2 stars. It goes to the Indy Colts, minus 3 points at the Houston Texans. The Colts are not intimidated from playing in Houston at all. They are 7-0-1 against the spread in their last 8 meetings there. Indy is also a team that can rebound nicely after poor performances. Indeed, they have posted an incredible 6-0-1 ATS record after double-digit home losses. Last week they got beaten up by the Titans, by the way. I'm aware that the Texans will benefit from 3 additional days of rest after playing on Thanksgiving, but the team suffered a huge blow when their top wide receiver, Will Fuller, and their top cornerback, Bradley Roby, got hit with 6-game suspensions. Ouch! With Randall Cobb already out and Kenny Stills being waived about a week ago, that will put the wide receiver depth to the test. I expect Indy's defense to respond strongly after such a poor outing last week. With Deshaun Watson having less weapons at his disposal, he'll need to do a Superman impersonation in order to keep his team afloat, and I don't think it's going to happen. Houston's defense has been awful both against the run and the pass, while the Colts should get running back Jonathan Taylor back. I am worried about the Colts possibly being without their star left tackle Anthony Castonzo, but I'm still putting my money on Indy to do everything they can to keep up with the Titans for the AFC South title. Pick number 5 is rated 2 stars. It goes to the Seattle Seahawks, minus 10 against the New York Giants. This Monday, I posted an alert in my Facebook group and to people on my mailing list about a great bargain. The Seahawks were tagged as 7.5-point favorites at Bet365 at the time, while some bookies had a line of 10 points. So I put a fairly big bet, then I let everyone know about this nice deal, and the line moved to 9 and then to 10 points within an hour. No matter if the bet wins or loses, this was clearly a good value wager. Now that the dust has settled, I still think Seattle minus 10 points is an enticing play. According to the latest report, Daniel Jones seems unlikely to play. His backup, Colt McCoy, is simply horrible. He's been bad throughout his 11-year career, and that's not about to change. He could not get the offense going last week against a weak Cincinnati defense. I love how Seattle matches up well with the Giants. With McCoy under center, New York will need the running game to get going, but that should prove very difficult considering the Seahawks defense is third in the NFL in terms of yards allowed per carry. So that will force McCoy into long third downs, and the result will be catastrophic. On the other side of the ball, New York's strength on defense is its run defense. Unfortunately for them, Seattle has a guy named Russell Wilson at quarterback who is ready to shred their pass defense. So I say Seattle wins by at least 2 touchdowns and beats the spread. Let's do a quick lightning round of unofficial picks, also called leans. Lean number 1, Chargers +1 versus the Patriots. This is now a passing league, and there is a huge gap between New England's and Los Angeles passing offenses. Cam Newton is banged up, and his team will be traveling through 3 time zones to play this game. Lean number 2, the Broncos +14 points at the KC Chiefs. The weakness of Kansas City's defense is its run defense. So I think Denver can find a way to run efficiently and run out the clock a little bit. On the other side of the ball, Denver's pass defense is among the top 10 and could limit the damage against Mahomes and company. The Broncos are 1-9 against the spread in the last 10 meetings with the Chiefs. Ouch! But they are a perfect 7-0 against the spread after scoring 14 points or less. By the way, Drew Lock will be back under center for Denver. Lean number 3, the Dolphins, laying 11 points against the Bengals. I hope Ryan Fitzpatrick remains the starter because he is better than Tua right now. Good luck to QB Brandon Allen against a stifling Dolphins pass defense. Miami could welcome back running backs Myles Gaskins and or Salvon Ahmed. Finally, lean number 4, Washington +8.5 at the Steelers. Pittsburgh is not nearly as good as its record indicates. Man, they played badly against the Ravens last Wednesday. Washington is fighting hard every week and they are playing sound football for head coach Ron Rivera. It won't be an easy task for the Steelers to beat them by 9 points or more. Alright, I hope you found some good information in this video. I strongly invite you to subscribe to this YouTube channel to get my NFL betting tips. I also provide picks on Major League Baseball, the NHL, and the NBA when the season is on. This is Professor MJ. Thanks for watching and smash that subscribe button now to help increase your sports betting bankroll.